Whew. Hey guys, welcome back. Hey guys, welcome back. So, I'm turning 30. What is there to say? I'm still working on some other videos that are in the pipeline. Not totally ready to be released yet, but I wanted to release a video this week. I guess you could consider it a Tim Talk. I don't know if I'm still doing those, but I wanted to make a video to kind of collect my thoughts. Maybe it'll be kind of time capsule I can look back on in the future. And I guess it'll be a way for you guys to get to know me a little bit better, if you're interested at all. If not, feel free to watch something else. I thought I would just do kind of like a brain dump, maybe. I guess just talk about how I got here, where I've been, what I've done. Let's just get started, I guess. I mean, where do I even start? I guess I could start back when I graduated college. I went to UCSB, University of California, Santa Barbara, got a computer engineering degree, which is kind of like a mix between electrical engineering and computer science. Shortly after that, I co-founded a company with my brother-in-law, writing some kind of SEO software that helps people rank and sell stuff on Amazon. I wouldn't exactly call it a success by many measures, but I did learn a lot. And then after that, I decided to start my own company, Hapaxity. Oh man, that was like, how long ago? 2014, 2015? Quite a while ago. I was developing my own mobile game. It was coming along pretty well, I think. The code wasn't great compared to what I know now. I never actually quite finished it, but I did all of the artwork, I did all of the programming, I went to small business classes to learn how to start a business, and sort of when I was just on the cusp of finishing things up, releasing things, I even got a little bit of attention online because I used to answer questions on Quora a lot. People still use that. Anyway, I decided that I just wanted to put all that stuff on the back burner because I really wanted to move out of my parents' home and start a life with my now wife, back then girlfriend. You know, I have no regrets about that. It was fun while it lasted, and it was a huge learning opportunity, but I think it would have been a really difficult path to go down, and I really think I probably would have burnt out of that industry eventually because of the sheer amount of work and just all the stuff I didn't really know about it at the time. So I managed to land a job in software at a company called Storagize, which is still around today. Yeah, I started there. I learned full stack development. I was there for a little over 4 years, and I learned a ton, programming wise, software wise, and from the business side. I learned what it takes to really start a business, how to do business well. My boss, the CTO, was a great guy. He taught me a lot. I learned a lot from him, and he's a seasoned veteran in the industry. So he co-founded Storagize, and eventually they hired me when they were looking for new engineers, and the rest is history, I guess. But yeah, no, I worked there. I made some good connections, made some new friends, and while I learned a lot and the pay was good, it just really wasn't for me, I think. I've always kind of been a self-starter, and I've always had this ambition to really work for myself. So eventually, once my wife stabilized her career and graduated nursing school and found a job, the income was no longer a major issue for us. And the timing all just sort of made sense for me to finally start my own thing again, I guess. And so a little over a year ago, like around April, May, June 2020, that was when I decided to start my own YouTube channel. At first I tried to make some cooking videos, well, just one cooking video. And it was fine. I don't know, it was fun to make, I guess. But I realized that really wasn't what I wanted to do full time. Like, maybe I could make a cooking video here and there, and I'll probably make some on this channel eventually. But I've been drawn to like the video essay format for a long time, and I always thought about kind of going that route. And so I made my first video essay, The Lodge, Horror of Your Own Mind. I can't even watch that anymore. It's kind of cringy, but maybe I should watch that for old time's sake to see how far I've come. But yeah, I don't know. I really enjoyed the process. It was challenging for sure, but I really enjoyed the process of writing, editing, sharing my thoughts, my ideas with you guys, with people who may watch it somewhere in the world eventually. I was talking to my wife about it, and she said, just if that's what you want to do, then just really lean into it, you know? Like, incredibly grateful to have such a supportive and caring and loving wife. So, I don't know. Yeah, just fast forward to now, I've been doing that ever since. And over the past year or so, I've learned a tremendous amount, not just about video making and writing and editing, but about myself and my tendencies, my likes and my dislikes, and the kinds of things that I've learned about who I am and the way I think and the way I share information. Just being able to be home and be here and be present with my wife every single day, that's just, to me, that's like the ultimate. What more could you ask for, right? Like, just doing the work that I love and being able to be here and support my wife with everything, you know, she's going through and everything she needs. But yeah, I mean, I guess that's sort of like the business side of things. Other than that, I've developed quite a few hobbies over the years. A couple years ago, I decided to start learning both Japanese and the guitar. And so I picked up a cheap acoustic guitar on Amazon and kind of cut my teeth on that, and eventually bought a nicer, smaller acoustic, and eventually leveled up to my own vintage Japanese Tokai electric guitar. I wouldn't say I'm advanced or anything, but I certainly know a few songs here and there and can hold my own, I think. And it's just a lot of fun to play and kind of jam along to other songs with from time to time. And I've learned a ton about music and music theory and the ideas behind things like that. And with Japanese, I've had this Japanese regimen for literally every single day for almost 800 days. I even have the Duolingo streak count to prove it. It's one of those things where it doesn't show the fruits immediately, but over time, steadily, the progress shows. Now I can watch Japanese shows, Japanese YouTube, without really needing subtitles. Like, yeah, I don't understand 100%, but generally enough. And that's pretty cool because we really want to go to Japan and eat a bunch of good food, explore the country, and really just sort of dive into the culture. And so I'm really looking forward to that in the future. I mean, you know, due to COVID, everything is kind of up in the air right now, but hopefully maybe next year or the year after we can finally go to Japan, and we would both really love to make that like a yearly thing. There's so much stuff I would love to try and do that you can only do there. Also, my other major hobby that sort of turned into my career was photography and now videography. A couple years ago, I decided to really earnestly give it my best shot at learning how to photograph well and how to learn all the settings on the camera, different camera bodies, different lenses, all the gear, all the equipment. And I just had a lot of fun going out, hiking, taking landscape photos. I guess you could say that's like my bread and butter. Eventually I leveled up to my current camera, Sony a7 III. I took a lot more video, obviously. Now I can document a lot more things like family events, my niece and nephew, they're super cute, I love them, and going on trips. You know, I just released my Yosemite vlog. I'm planning to make a lot more stuff like that as we travel and do more interesting stuff in the future. Obviously YouTube, I mean, making video essays, making videos about a bunch of stuff. I don't know, whatever stuff. And it's been awesome. It's been so fun, it's been so interesting, it's been such a ride so far. I know my channel's not that big. Like, if you're watching this, like if you've gotten this far in the video, you're probably like one of 10 people, maybe. But I don't know, I'm just having fun. I'm just enjoying it. I'm just enjoying the process. You know, it is what it is, right? It's like, I always remember that Andrew Rhea from Binging with Babish, you know, he's like super famous, super popular now. I always remember that he said, if you just make something good enough for long enough, then eventually people will notice. I guess at the end of the day, I'm just hanging my hat on that idea, that concept. I always try, you know, my hardest to make videos to the absolute best of my ability. You know, if you're watching this, hopefully you've understood that at this point. And so, you know, thank you for sticking around and for supporting me all this time. But yeah, I don't know how much of this I'll leave in or cut out, or I don't know. I'm not even really sure if I'll post this video at all. Maybe I'll just keep it to myself. If you're watching it, obviously that's not the case, unless you're me from the future, and in that case, then hello. I mean, hello either way. But yeah, we're heading on a trip to San Francisco for a few days. I'm really looking forward to that. I think it'll be a lot of fun. I'm gonna eat a lot of good food, explore the city a bit, try to stay socially distanced. Our first trip, really, since this whole thing started. I mean, Yosemite was definitely a lot of fun, but you know, that was a family trip and only for a couple days. So this will be fun to get out and explore and do something different and new and kind of refresh. I'm really looking forward to it. I'll post a vlog or maybe two. We'll see. But yeah, I don't know. I guess this video was kind of low energy. I'm not really sure. Turning 30 is kind of weird, you know? It's like, it's weird to think about how, I don't know. It's weird to just think about being 30, I guess. Like, I know it's not really that old. Roughly a third of your expected lifespan, as long as you don't die from some accident or disease before then. But at the same time, you know, I feel like it's definitely a milestone, right? Like the end of your 20s, the start of your 30s, the start of a new decade, I guess. I mean, I don't really feel like I'm old. I still feel young and healthy and vibrant. But yeah, we'll see if this even makes it out of the cutting room floor. Was this interesting? Was it super boring? Are you even still here? I don't know. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope you're doing well, however old you are, and I'll see you in the next video.